Hi, I'm Nicola Mawson with this week's edition of Money Minute, bringing you the key financial news of the week. This week, Vodacom surprises, GTS folds and Square One concerns. Vodacom has surprised the market by beating Telkom to the punch by launching an ADSL product of its own before Telkom can get its mobile offering off the ground. Initially, the ADSL will run over Telkom's copper last-mile infrastructure, but it's likely that Vodacom will eventually cut Telkom out the loop by moving it to fibre. The offering promises to be up all the time with 3G failover if the copper gets stolen and 3 international connections. Businesses that need all the time access to the net will be pleased. For more on the news, here is Tallulah Habib with Gary Hart from Vodacom Business.
Hello, this is Tallulah. I'm talking to Gary Hart at Vodacom Business about Vodacom's new ADSL offering.
Hello.
Okay, so can you tell me how will what you're doing with ADSL change the face of broadband in South Africa?
Well, Tallulah, what we're doing is not that much different to a lot of what our other competitors are doing in that we're still reliant on the Telkom last mile, the copper that Telkom provide. But where we really believe we differentiate ourselves in the market are many other services that sit at the back of that last mile. So first and foremost is our ISP service, the actual internet service that we provide. One of the things we're very proud of is that we offer it on multiple cable systems. So we're not reliant on a single cable system to push that internet traffic across the world. We utilize the SAT3 cable systems, the CCOM cable systems, and soon to be the Easy and WAX cable systems. So that offers our customers 100% uptime. Also very important to note is that when we provide our services, quality of service, once you hit the core of our network, everything from an internet point of view gets put into the highest quality of service. So we can truly leverage and run voice over IP and other related high-end applications on the back of that.
And how has the uptake been so far?
We've introduced 2 services. We've introduced a uncapped service and a capped service. Our uncapped service has been very successful for us, and I think largely because that's more focused at the corporate market or the larger business market where we've been typically positioning ourselves, and the quality of service, as I mentioned, is of such a value that people have taken the service and we've run proof of concepts and they're loving the service. On our capped service, that's the one we've just recently launched, so it's early days.
Okay, so what is your end goal in terms of uptake?
I think the end goal for us is obviously to saturate the market as much as we can under our brand. We're not naive to think that we're the only players in this market. It's a highly competitive market, but certainly our end goal is to certainly compete with our competitors in terms of the ADSL uptake and hopefully really differentiate ourselves, and then we'll get maximum uptake. Focus for us is providing a well-rounded and a nice choice for our customers rather than any one technology overselling another technology. It's about providing the right technology to the customer in the right place.
Why do you think businesses will be open to changing from Telkom to Vodacom?
I think it's about those differentiators. I think it's about no more about just providing data services. Everyone can do that. We really try and push the whole quad play. In time, we are very focused in leveraging and it's all about convergence. And that's the one thing that you'll often hear Vodacom Business talking about is true convergence. And that's really where you can converge your IP traffic and your GSM traffic together and utilize a single device, your end device, your mobile phone, for IP traffic and GSM traffic. So, why would people be coming to Vodacom? I think it's for all the differentiated service of voice over IP, video services to your phone, video services to your home, as well as any other kind of data services.
Do you have any more initiatives up your sleeve?
We do. We have plenty more. I mean, we kind of like to think that we're really innovative. I obviously can't tell you too much, but what I will say is the keyword being convergence.
And can you give our viewers an insight into what Vodacom's plans are for broadband over the next few years?
I'll certainly try and give a little bit of an insight. The technology changes so quickly; it's often hard to predict. But certainly, from a fixed line broadband service, we're still wanting to certainly focus on leveraging our fibre deployments, and in time maybe even run broadband fibre to the home, fibre to the curb, fibre to the business. To date, we already provide broadband over fibre to more than 250 businesses. I think also we wanted to leverage off new technologies like WiMAX and satellite to provide broadband services, which we're already doing. And then lastly, it's a new technology, certainly in the mobile space, is long-term evolution or LTE. Vodacom will be introducing many services in the LTE space and true mobile broadband.
Thank you very much, and back to Money Minute.
Yes.
Yet another company has folded, bringing the number of liquidations in the ICT sector to 6 in the first half of the year. Gold Technology Solutions, which played in the broadband over power line space, has been put into provisional liquidation. The company has voluntarily closed its doors, but its folding is not expected to affect parent company Sofika Holdings, which has a majority interest. GTS is believed to owe a substantial amount of money to creditors. Square One may cease to exist at all after playing in the ICT space for 23 years. The holding company is in provisional liquidation, and if the order is made final at the end of the month, it's likely that the liquidator will sell off assets to other companies. Square One's only assets are its stakes in Structured Infrastructure Solutions, Square One Technology Solutions, Square One Managed Services, Square One Group Operations, Square One Solutions, and 51% of Square One Capital. It owns all the other companies, and its stakes could be sold off to different businesses. I'm Nicola Mawson, and that was this week's Money Minute. For all this news and more in greater depth, please visit www.itweb.co.za. I'll see you next week Friday. Thanks for tuning in.